all the roads here are entitled Bluff. For example, that one's Pioneer Bluff. And that one's Council Bluffs. The road down there is Bluff Dale. It kind of sits up on a bluff and looks over the Texas Motor Speedway in that area of Roanoke. I'm on Council Bluffs, and that's Bluff Dale. I believe there's also a road around here that says Bluff View, and this is Litzy Road, and this one says Bluff Dale. I think the community is called Bluff View, and it looks over the Texas Motor Speedway, and it's kind of a neighborhood of moderately sized houses. It even has its playground right here. And Amazon's actually got a plant out here on the other side of the speedway. You can see all the Amazon trucks too, which are usually run by a third party. If you're a driver for Amazon Prime, you usually drive for a third party in a lot of cases. But this is the Amazon, I guess it's a factory. Right on the other side of Bluff View. She told me, have a great night. I said, you have a great night too. So this area right here is known as Chadwick Farms. It's a big fan behind me. It's right off of Cleveland Gibbs, right by St. Peter's Preschool and Sunday Worship. St. Peter's. There's horses right there under the power plant. Or the power towers, I guess you can call them. Another area called Ridgetop Road, which is on the other side of the speedway. There's usually cows and horses and sometimes dogs up here. They have like a little place called Pappy's Pet Lodge. There's all the dogs, you kind of hear them. Kind of like a daycare for dogs. And this is Ridgetop right here, right next to a school. So I'm about to turn on Cloud Cover Road, and there's those horses that were under the power line. And I was on the other side, and that main road going through. I was leaving that other neighborhood, 17 Lakes, so we're on that side. There's Cloud Cover. So right now I'm at Alta Vista Road. So this is known as Alliance Gateway Freeway. also known as SH 170 East. So we're going back into Roanoke to pick up some Thai monkey and drop it off at the doorstep. Here's a train passing overhead. This is Roanoke right here. So that's where they have live music. It's known as a chop shop. And right next to that is a little joint that used to be called Reno's. I don't know if they're there anymore. That's Thai Monkey. Looks like Reno's probably closed down. But Thai Monkey's right over here. So there's Thai Monkey right here. And that was Reno's. Actually did some filming there, you know, videoing, I guess you could say. Of a project I was working on called The Projectionist. A friend named Daniel actually closed it down. Just wondering what a butter knife is doing in the bathroom. Well, this one's going out to Justin. I think Dove Creek is still open though. Dove Creek is like right next door. There's the Roanoke Tower. It's just amazing that Reno's is closed. I wonder how long the place has been around. Probably like 20 years or more. It's right next door. Yeah, there's the shell of the building. I noticed when I went in there a few times, there weren't a lot of people. A friend of mine went in there and we shot some segments from a little indie film that I was trying to do. Pretty cool. Still there though. I may have to go by and maybe vlog it a little bit later. See what it turns into. Probably turn into another restaurant. It used to be called Reno's. So here's the outside of Reno's, or the back side of it right here. It's just freshly closed. Man, that's amazing. Yeah, so I tried to do this independent film called The Projectionist. I actually wrote it. I was a screenplay writer behind it and eventually wanted to be the director. There's the entrance. So now it says something about tires, service, repair, balancing tires. So it's going to turn into a tire shop, or it's going to turn into a tire shop. Or it was a tire shop before it was Reno's and they removed the sign. That's what it was. It used to be a tire shop. So it was a tire shop before it actually was Reno's. That's pretty interesting. So they turned a tire shop into a restaurant because you can see the old logo for the tire shop when they removed the sign. this is the Harriet Creek Ranch, or known as HC Ranch. So I talked to Linda, and she sprayed that rodent repellent. I think it was called Tomcat. And then she checked the Mazda, and I guess she cleared all the leaves off and everything. You know, cleared the leaves out of the engine space, or under the hood. And they actually left. So the repellent actually worked, and the rodents ran away. She said that the whole thing was clear. And then she went to a Discount Tire and complained because they didn't warn her there was a hole underneath the vehicle, whatever, so that the squirrels could go in there and nest. But I don't know, she's getting a little bit better. I pray for her every night. I know God loves her. She's a real person, just like everybody else. Yeah, I kind of had to lean over the counter a little bit and ask for Mike's order. So I pick this up and drop it off. Kind of have to pry a little bit, not too much. Kind of leaned in a little bit while he was cooking. And he found the order and gave it to me, and I'm on my way. So how I do that is I find the right time to ask him. So the guy was making, you know, the steak fajita, burritos, whatever it is, you know, at Chipotle. I just find the right moment when he turned to check on something. I said, hey, would you mind if you can see Mike's order, you know? And he just went over there and got it, but I had to wait at the right moment because he was working on another order. When I first started, I was a little too eager. So you have to find the right moment to ask them. And they may move or turn around and see you, or they may even ask, well, did you need some help? And of course, that's, you know, the right moment as well. And then he gave me the order, and I moved on. So it's kind of a timing issue after a while. You learn that as you go on. I used to film them a lot, you know, film them working and stuff like that. But you also have to find the right timing to do that too. As a photographer or a videographer and a vlogger, you have to, it's all kind of in the timing, especially when you're dealing in the food industry. We head down John Day Road. So right there is a Rancho Canyon Way, right past the RV camp. And where that corner is, right there, and you start going down this way, right off Songbird, there's deer that cross right there. There's a Songbird Lane right there. So deer will be crossing in that area. Not really right here as much. I'll show you when we get there. Hopefully none cross. I'm not wanting any deer to cross in front of me. But you have to be a little kind of weary when you get to that area, because I've seen a few cross right across the road right in front of me. So deer are dangerous. There's the Wagon Wheel RV Ranch. That's Rancho Canyon Way down that way, and there's Songbird Lane right there. Should be a deer crossing sign right about there. All right, Songbird Lane is on the other side, and you'll see Songbird Lane over there to this direction up here. So I haven't been down Songbird, but here on John Day Road, that's Songbird Lane. That's where the turn is, and this is the road here where you want to watch out for deer. I've seen two of them cross this road right here. So those two roads kind of merge, Songbird and John Day Road, those two. So be careful along this road. You think it's just a normal average road. It's really not. It's kind of a little remote, but it connects two communities. Also, when you pass this road, you go into connectivity issues too. I don't know why, but cellular data has problem over on this other side. And this is where there's deer crossing. So be wary. I think it's about maybe 100 yards from here or so, maybe 200 yards is when I saw the first deer approach the fence line and then stop. He hesitated and then turned around, and I got the sound of him on the iPhone. And the other one crossed and went into the field over that way. Also got a coyote too crossing as well. They're coming from this area over here, crossing to that area. They probably go the other direction as well. About right here is where I saw one cross. Right in this area. Got the warning there. It's 39 degrees. I got the possible ice warning on the car, meaning just usually when it gets about 39 degrees it'll warn you. Thanks. Small town CVS's, and I got like one of those ultra hot beef stick kind of Jack Links kind of thing. Not too bad. I mean, the stick is a little thin, but it's got some taste to it. Pretty good. It's like a spicy kind of beef stick kind of thing, like Jack Links. It's only $1.59, so it's pretty good. See, some kids here will get out, some will stay, some will try to get away and then get pulled back in. And then some will go off and may not ever come back. Small towns off of Barnwood Drive. And we're at 38 degrees Fahrenheit, which is possible ice. Headed this side Wendy's. It's kind of a trucker's Wendy's, like a gas station, half Wendy's. We're off on the other side of John Day Road towards 35. Some of the kids will get jobs at this like BNSF railway. It's a railway station. Some will get jobs at the factories out here. Some might become UPS drivers. Some may become pilots of airliners. You never know. Some may run off and become famous vloggers. Travel the world and vlog it. Show all the details about things. Talk about old bridges like this one right here, which is in Fort Worth, right off John Day Road. There's another bridge here. Slowly you can see this slow moving train right here on top of this bridge. Probably carrying cargo, maybe as far as California, maybe even to Mexico. Who knows where it's going. Right off of Keller Haslett Road. Right there by the feed store, there's a sign that says Firewood Tamales right there. There's a church back there also that said Northgate too. And I picked up at that Mr. Jim's too, right over there. I'm right off of Farm 156. Other side is Schoolhouse Road. I keep going through there. And I'll hit 35 and there'll be a little Wendy's on the side. It's the one I'm picking up at. Alright, here's the Wendy's I was talking about. Oh, it's a 7-Eleven and a Wendy's. This is probably a trucker drop-off is what I'm assuming. So it's a Wendy's, a 7-Eleven. I didn't even know this was here. A Stop and Go Gyros too. All three, same spot. Well, it turned out it wasn't a trucker. I thought it was gonna be a trucker drop. It's a guy named Bo that lives in these apartments way over here, Keller Haslett Road. I think I may have delivered maybe even Wendy's to him before, but I don't know. Anyway, for some reason I thought it was a trucker, because sometimes I get out here and there's like trucker drops where they're in their 16-wheeler or 18-wheeler. This one's actually just an apartment drop right here. Actually, it's one over on the other side of this roundabout. So they said the side gate was out, but the front gate should be open. The Holston. Let's see if he's right. Yep. Front gate is open. Cool beans. Cool beans. For the last order, he's actually outside. Just dawned on me right there. I'm still trying to figure out the convenience of this bridge, but it must be a way to lead into Speedway, which is that direction, and then back into Roanoke and eventually South Lake. I'm at 377 right now. US 377. The door's open today for the car wash. Extreme wash or premium or basic. Let's see if they had a slice of pizza, but she said they stopped making food at 6:30. It's kind of early for 7-Eleven though. Here's another thing too about that 7-Eleven. There's no pizza. I understand it's 8 o'clock at night. Okay. But there's no wasabi peanuts either. It's like, that's why you go into a 7-Eleven, so you can find the wasabi peanuts. Maybe they took them off the market or something. I don't know. Now they have wasabi almonds. What was wrong with wasabi peanuts? Well, I mean, if the 7-Eleven employee says they pull the pizza at 8 o'clock, I don't think I believe that, but that's what she said. But QT, man, they keep all that stuff rolling all night long. So I think it's advantage about QT. So if it's late at night, you probably want to do a QT. These 7-Eleven clerks, when they get kind of sketchy. I think she pulled it off. She probably pulled the pizza off the line about an hour early, is what I'm saying. They probably have it going to at least 9 or 10 at the most. Well, if it is late, you can always get the pre-made sandwiches for about $5. So they're always going to be there throughout the night. Usually some form of sandwich. You may get an egg sandwich rather than a turkey, but there'll be some type of sandwich going through the night. And if things get really bad, of course, you go for the bomb. That's usually what you take home to microwave. But I mean, they're filling, even though they're, I mean, the burrito's called the bomb, But anyway, they have those at 7-Eleven sometimes too. Well, regardless of the pizza not being at 7-Eleven at 8 o'clock, which is okay, I got to pick up someone's barbecue in the middle of South Lake Square and then take it to the door. That's actually a pretty good Barnes & Noble too. It's a 2-story one. Been in there a few times. They've got a lot of good stuff. For some reason I thought I said barbecue, but it's actually Brio Tuscan Grill, so it's Italian food. Okay, I got that wrong. Picking up someone's Italian food in South Lake about 8 o'clock at night. Verona, Florence, Tuccini, Milan, Brio. They're getting lasagna, pasta alla vodka, and a margarita flatbread. Right down the road from White Black, Oakley Express, Pandora, and right across from Barnes & Noble. It's a cool fountain too. Cool little mailbox. I didn't notice this. Is this for like leaving messages or something? There's a digital directory right here too. It's pretty cool. And I went out in the town square right now. It's a little chilly. It's probably maybe 40 or going into the 30s. I think it's like 38 degrees or something. This is a cool little fountain though. You can smell the chlorine from here.